How's your day going, guys? I'm RenegadeTitan HD, and today we're playing Subnautica. Now, if you're not into spoilers or, any of that kind of stuff, then you probably shouldn't watch this video. It's up to you, but here we go. So there's been a couple of changes to the Lost River biome in terms of the Precursor base, which was the disease research facility, and a couple of other additions across the thing that are linked. Now, if you're still with us and you still want to know, it's probably already been videos out on this, but hell, I thought I'd do one. So the first thing is this, which is a gigantic skeleton. Now this is a skeleton of a sea emperor dragon, I think it was. Yeah, sea dragon skeletal remains. Now if you scan it, as we're doing, it'll come up with a little message here saying, this semi-intact skeletal structure features 99% overlap with that of the sea dragon leviathan, suggesting it is either the same species or a close cousin. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it must have been received shortly before death, somewhere nearby, likely caused by high-speed collision with a solid object. The skeleton has been well preserved, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death around 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature itself was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. So, female? Or maybe one of those species that is kind of male-female but can still lay eggs. I don't know what that's called, but there. So, I'm going to go back to the Seamoth. Now that skeleton is very much tied in with the disease research facility, which we're about to go to now. Now, when I last went there in one of my previous videos, that was an experimental video, I think. Was it? No, it wasn't. I think I went there and it wasn't textured. The only thing in there was a giant piranha. Why can I not English? Right, there was a giant lag.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor. Cause unknown. Computing theories.
Alright, so yeah, the last time we were here there was a giant piranha skeleton looking thing. That was about the only interesting thing in there, and there was one or two what looked like would-be command consoles that would later be added in. Well, now it is fully textured, or at least it looks that way. Now obviously with early access and with being on experimental, anything you see is subject to change. They may take it out, they may add something else in. It is not going to be the final product. Or it could be, and they just haven't released it yet. You never know. But I'm saying that just in case no one hates me or sues me. Alright. So as you can see straight away, it's been textured. And you've got growth.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
So yeah, this is the disease research facility, so at least want to believe that they're obviously going to bring tainted creatures or infected creatures here so they can study them and do research. Because the Kara disease was something that inhabited a lot of creatures, and it was something the precursors were trying to prevent. Now there is an ion crystal. I think there's another one or two located through the base. Planet geology, same thing. These alien cubes each store the equivalent energy of a small nuclear detonation, so there's no difference there. Now I have these little growths growing in a lot of the cracks and stuff, and there's also
interior walls in
this
this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
I love that little bit. Whatever their intention, clearly didn't fucking work. But yeah, so as you can see, disease research facility, and it has a lot of these containment chambers located here. And further on throughout, you can see one there poking through. Now this is the room that sparks interest, because the skeleton before, it said it was in its egg-laying stages and such. Now there's also a command console somewhere, data terminal, sorry, which is, I think it might be this one. Yeah, Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior wall impacted with massive force. Lifeform containment unit 7, Leviathan eggs, breached. General structural integrity compromised. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated at the following sites. Ground to air quarantine enforcement platform, the big ass gun, the power plant, which lava biome, and then primary containment facility, which is the one right down at the bottom of the lava biome, the big one that they're going to add soon, and I did a video on my last video. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. And there's the giant piranha that we saw last time. So clearly a lot of research going on down here that went tits up. There's another iron crystal. So yeah, whether it's the case, whether it's not, whether I missed something or whatever, that sea leviathan that we scanned had head trauma, and that data terminal said high speed, wanted to collide. Well, my belief is that it tried to crash into this facility to get its eggs back that was stolen. Potentially, maybe not with the case, but that's my belief of it anyway. Now there are other chambers in here, but it's kind of confusing. So as you can see, they're researching all different kinds of things. There's about 3 species there, 2 of the ghost ray and lava ray, I think. And then you got like the peeper, that parasite thing that saps energy from you and all sorts. But there is a lot going on in here. For example, not that. Although, can we scan that? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, what have we got? The skeletal remains of a vast predator discovered inside an artificial habitat at the alien research facility. Habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. Cause of death. Time of death coincides with the facility's abandonment. There is little physical damage to the skeleton, suggesting death from malnourishment or outside interference. Biology. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter, the fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms more common with the sea dragon. It matches no living species encountered so far, indicating it has either faced extinction in the past 1,000 years or evolved beyond recognition. Looking at it now, it doesn't resemble anything other than a piranha. But yeah. Now the other room, the one I was talking about before we went there, is this room.
Biological evidence suggests that indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive gene manipulation.
I don't even need to do a video, she's doing it for me. But yeah, there's also a self-scan option, which I'm going to do.
Performing self-scan. The bacterial infection in your system has progressed.
What?
Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
I've only been playing 2 minutes, shit. Alright. So as you can see, there are parts of Warper all around here. Now the Warpers, like that was already known, that was easy information to get your hands on. The Warpers were engineered by the Precursors to hunt down and neutralize any inhabitants of the planet who were infected with the Kara disease. So it was their way of going, right, we're going to have an autonomous army of biologically engineered robots, essentially, that are just going to go hunt on our behalf and clear the planet of any and all infected individuals, including ourselves.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised. Integrating new PDA data. Performing self-scan. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
So yeah, not good. So now we're going around with glowing hands with splotches filled with weird pus. But yeah, so as you can see, the design process, or the starting process of the warper being engineered. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from this facility and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment: programmable hunter-killer. Avoid. So this is where they created it. This is where they put it together. I'm guessing this is where they researched it to put it together, maybe. But you can see parts of it stored in all of these sort of containment units. Whether these are like trial and error versions of it or whatever, I don't know. But they've done a lot to this. By looks of it, it is about ready to go before it goes into the main game. But it'll probably come out with another update, add in other stuff. It'll probably come out with the primary containment facility located down in the lava biome, but maybe not. But yeah, this is just a short video. I saw this and I thought, wow, this looked really cool, and it had a load of different changes and additions, and I just want to do a video on it. So hopefully you enjoyed. There is this section here. Which artifact is it? Purple artifact. No. Okay. Insert artifact. Is that the right one? Ooh. Okay. What's in here? Alien research data.
data. Signal 4, alien thermal plant added.
Oh wow. So it gave us the coordinates to be able to go find the thermal plant. Here we go. By the bacterium, they have established this facility to study the infection and possible cures in seclusion. Of the specimens on record, only one survived infection with the bacterium. The closest translation of their symbol for this specimen is B. Emperor. For some reason, this facility was insufficient to study the Emperor specimen, and it was instead contained within a purpose-built habitat elsewhere on the planet. While it is unlikely that the specimen in question is still contained within the facility, it is possible the alien researchers left behind information relating to the cure they were seeking. References to the Emperor containment facility in the data are scarce, but its location is suggested to be somewhere with volcanic activity at a depth of approximately 1200 meters. So yeah, primary containment facility. So I'm guessing, as I said, that's when they released them. They released this at the same time as the primary containment facility update, because this is linked to that. This comes before that, essentially. You know, to get a load of different information about the story and everything, you come here, you find out about it, and then boom, you head over there. Whether that's the case or not, don't know. As I said, all subject to change, early access, experimental version, all that. But yeah, so these are all the changes they added. Look, there you go, alien thermal plant. So that would be the thermal plant, you know, the power engine for all of these precursor bases. But yeah, oh, there's a warper over there. Fuck. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's not exactly the best constructed videos, but I know I just wanted to talk about it, and I don't usually do these kind of videos. I've only done like maybe one video like this before. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Now if you're into it, happy days. If you're not, fair enough. Remember, if you watch past this point and you're pissed off about spoilers, I did warn you at the beginning, not my fault. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you want to drop a like, that's much appreciated. The same Can you not? If you did enjoy the video, you want to drop a like, much appreciated. The same with subscribing. If you want to check out a load of my other videos and play a load of different games, I'm a small YouTuber and I'm just starting out, then that is much appreciated as well. You know, I always appreciate someone giving me a chance. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've had a great day. I hope you have a great week. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. You can fuck off.